Okay, so these are the answers for the starters for Thursday. We've got a fancy watch that costs $49.22 after the sales tax is figured in, and it was $46 to start. So we set up our proportion with the sale price of $49.22 on the top. $46 is the original price on the bottom, and that's equal to the percent that's paid, remember over here, over 100. So we cross multiply and get 4,922, and then we get 46x. So we're looking for the number that we multiply 46 by to get 4,922. To get that, we just divide by 46. And that's going to give us 107 is equal to the percent that's paid. So if we pay 107%, that means to figure out what the sales tax percent is, we take that 107% that we paid, we subtract the 100% that was the cost of the watch, and we are paying 7% tax. Number two, there's a proportional relationship between the number of weeks that Devin spends on Planet X and the number of years she ages. So remember, we're looking at what we have to multiply 1 by to get to 7. So 1 times 7 is 7. 2 times 7 would give us the 14. 6 times 7 is 42. And 7 times 7 is 49. So the constant of proportionality in this table is 7. 7 years per week. And then when we're writing the equation for this table in the y equals kx form, that k just stands for the constant, which is 7. So we have y is equal to 7x. So for the graph, we've got the graph shows the relationship between the time in hours that Chloe and her friends spent sailing and their distance in miles, that's kind of hard to see, from the shore. So what does the y represent? The y represents miles. What does the x represent? The x is down here, and it represents the hours. What's the constant of proportionality for this graph? Well, this says that they go 10 miles in 2 hours. That's what this point right here means, that for 2 hours, they've gone 10 miles. The constant of proportionality means I want a unit rate, so how far do you go in 1 hour? And to get that, we're going to divide by 2, because 2 divided by 2 will give me that 1. And then we can divide by 2, and 10 divided by 2 is 5 miles per hour. So what is the equation for the graph in the y equals kx form? Remember that the k just stands for that constant of proportionality that we said was 5. So y equals 5 times x. So whatever is in the bottom, the hours, if you multiply it times 5, you'll get how many miles that went. So we've already talked about this last question, but what does the point 210 represent? The 2 stands for the hours, because that's down here, and the 10 stands for the miles. So in this problem, 2 hours they are 10 miles from shore.